This is the Guilty Gear Iceberg. For those who don't know how an iceberg image works, it basically has different things from the series in different tiers of obscurity, the highest tier being super well known, the bottom being the most obscure. Now that you're caught up, this is the Guilty Gear Iceberg explained.
Guilty Gear Strive.
This is just the name of the newest Guilty Gear game we have, Guilty Gear Strive. The Potemkin Buster. Potemkin Buster is Potemkin's command grab in the Guilty Gear games. It does a crap ton of damage in modern day. Insta-kills. IK stands for insta-kills, a mechanic that Guilty Gear was incredibly known for up until Strive. By pressing all 4 attack buttons with meter, you'd enter an awakened state. Press them again, hit your opponent, and watch as a fully animated cutscene would play out. People have been begging them to return with insta-kills since with Strive animation, they would undoubtedly look amazing.
Soul Bad Guy.
Soul Bad Guy is the main character of the Guilty Gear series. You see him everywhere. You've seen Soul Bad Guy before. Roman cancels. Roman cancels are a Guilty Gear mechanic that gives you an attack cancel off of any attack as long as you're willing to spend 50% meter. You can even cancel supers with it, and if you do one raw, you can even slow down your opponent's inputs.
Counter.
When someone makes a dumb move in Guilty Gear and you hit them, counter happens. When you get a counter hit, you can get a massive punish on somebody. Dragon Install. Dragon Install is a transformation super that only Soul Bad Guy could do that would turn him into a full-blown gear. He can't do it anymore in modern day because he's been replaced by my glorious kid, Kai Kisuke.
This is the one time where Dragon Install actually wins a round. Out on the Evo stage, I've never seen this win. Do it.
Do you not? You might get a high five moment.
Do it.
Think of the
There's no way.
tweet.
There's literally no way. There's
Think of the
no way.
follows.
Nah, there's no way.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
No.
DI come back on the final pixel.
Way. No way.
High five. Get your currency from that Twitter clip.
This is actually the first thing on this iceberg I didn't know what it was, so I had to search into it. So here's a Gatling. A Gatling refers to the ability to cancel one normal attack into another normal attack. Basically, let's say for a character I could press punch, kick, slash without actually doing any inputs. That's a Gatling combo. Totsugeki! Totsugeki is what Mei says when she's riding on Mr. Dolphin with the charge move, and is literally giving Strive players everywhere PTSD, especially those who played back in Season 1. Baiken mains. You might be wondering why his mains in quotation marks. Well, Baiken has 2 very big reasons someone might main her. There's the people who actually like her character and like how she plays and wants to learn her combos. Then there's the people that main her for 2 very dirty reasons. Rollback netcode. Rollback netcode is the current netcode of Strive and basically a fighting game standard nowadays. If your game doesn't play on rollback netcode, you're gonna be in a bad spot because delay-based netcode, even though it was good for the time, it feels terrible nowadays. And with a fighting game, sometimes it's decided by literally 1 millisecond. You want good netcode. And that was all of Layer 1. Let's move on to Layer 2. That man. That man, or as a lot of people know him, Asuka, is known as the Gear Maker, the Gear Creator. Asuka is the one who turns Soul into a gear and basically causes life to turn to a living hell. But hey, now Asuka has a podcast, so all is well. The last minute of Zato's theme. Zato's theme in Strive is known as being pretty good, but something happens in the final minute and 20 seconds, and the song turns from pretty good to one of the best themes in the entire game. Skip here if you don't want to listen because I'm just going to play the entire minute and 20 seconds.
I once had some sweet memories. Each world remains all the same. How can I remember those moments, sweetheart? Tell me. Tell me. If there deep I can't see anymore. If that's not the way to go, let me carve your way. I'm a shadow always with you.
Axel's time powers. Since I'm pretty sure XRD, Axel has always had a hold over time and has had time manipulating abilities. However, in Strive, they actually made it a part of his moveset, and he can time stop in combo with the time stop. The faces during Dizzy's insta-kill. As I showed earlier, XRD had insta-kills, and Dizzy is the one that I showed specifically earlier. During Dizzy's insta-kill, she manages to stop them from actually killing the opponent. When she stops them, the opponent turns around and surrenders, and it makes some incredibly funny faces. Chips in particular I use in a lot of videos. Strive's lobbies. Strive's lobbies are trash! Gears. In Guilty Gear, gears are an artificial race of magical creatures. They're created with the intention to advance evolution, but eventually were produced as weapons of war. So as a result, they revolted against the humans. Kara Buster. In fighting games, a Kara throw is basically when you do an input within the first starting frames of a throw, which makes its range extend. A Kara Buster is the exact same idea, except with Potemkin Buster, and you can probably imagine the chaos this causes. Faust's insta-kill and overdrive faces. In Strive, Faust's super, he hits you in the toe with a wheelchair, and each character has an incredibly funny face, and some of the DLCs just go above and beyond. Like Asuka's gets me dying every single time. While in XRD, Faust's insta-kill, he would perform plastic surgery on you. And there are 3 different faces you could have. You could either have a really old looking anime guy, a super over exaggerated anime face, or dot eyes that make you look like Mirio from My Hero Academia. There was no in between. I miss XRD Faust sometimes, man. Rock references. As a result of Guilty Gear being so intertwined with rock and metal, there's actually a couple references in the games to the genre. First of all, Kai Kisuke's ultimate Ride the Lightning is a move referencing Metallica. Elfelt's weapons are called Guns and Roses, and Axel's Low's name is basically just Axel Rose. Soul's Headband. Soul's Headband is the limiter of his powers, and he basically uses it to keep his gear in check. In the Strive story mode, it was finally destroyed when he lost his powers. Hey guys, sorry that part 1 was so short. I'll hopefully have part 2 out by about next week. I've been trying to work really hard on this Iceberg video before my Sonic Battle one, so I really want to have it all in one video, but I'll probably split it into about 2 parts and then combine them into one big mega video. So, I hope you guys are ready for next week when we tackle part 2.